You're right.
Alright, for this episode. So, like we said, we're going to use the hashtag to represent a number, and the X is going to be our variable. So now we know how to move it left. We drew it over here. And if we want to draw moving right, if we go at X equals X minus 4, for example, that means we move to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is where our base is now. That's where our origin. We move what we had at the origin to the right.
So all we're doing is just moving the thing to the right and left?
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
Wait, I need to copy that all down. Don't go on.
Don't worry, have it in a video.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it from that far, though.
Put it up here, closer.
Use a chair.
Wear a GoPro. Yeah.
Wear a GoPro?
Or like strap it onto one of our heads and we'll just sit there.
I have those strap ones that goes on your chest.
You didn't say that right.
Yeah, you use strap it on.
Yeah, you got
Ethan, you gotta use a different word.
They're like straps on you, it's like a harness.
I get what you're saying, but you gotta listen to the way we hear it, right?
Yeah!
I didn't mean that way. You guys all have the same mind. Sorry, guys.
Where's my paper at?
Want to strap something like that.
Oh, I
What's
found it.
that your superhero power or something? So now we know how to go left and right. We want to go up and down now. First, we're going to move it up. So you'll notice that when we added and subtracted here, we added and subtracted inside the function. So you got to remember that. If we're moving left and right, we're inside the function. If we are now outside the function, if we add outside, we go up. See, look where the numbers are. On the left and right, you're inside the function. On the up, you're outside the function.
Wait,
So
is that where the base point moves up?
the base point moves up. And it's hard to remember all of these rules. So if I were to go f of x equals the absolute value of x plus, I don't know, 1, then we've shifted the v from the origin up 1. See how it's on the outside of the absolute value versus how it's inside the absolute value. So inside the function, if we were looking at like, we'll look at polynomials later where we have quadratic equations. If we add inside the square, we move our polynomial to the left and right. But if we add outside the square, we move it up and down. Okay? These are the same transformation rules for all functions. So I'm not trying to just teach you one type of rules. You need to know all the rules for all functions.
Can you move down?
Yes, move down.
That'll be minus.
And that would be minus. So, Shakir just gave us a good example of how you can see a pattern. Once you guys see like the first two, you can kind of picture the third or the fourth shift. Okay? And it's all in patterns. Okay? All of them, no matter what function you're dealing with, they follow these 4 rules. If we were to shift it down, we go f of x equals x minus 2. So we shift the v down 1, 2.
I'm so confused. Where did he move it?
But, so like, if you guys have this on your paper, this looks super confusing on your paper.
Yeah.
Because one, it's all the same color you guys are all using one color pencil or one color pen.
I have
I use
pens
blue.
too. I
If
should
you guys
just
are
use my
shifting
pens.
them, yeah, that's great. But you guys can see how much of a mess it is, right? If somebody missed school today and you guys took a picture of this, you would have to like tell them like, oh, this color matches to that and this color matches to that. But you guys just saw the flow of how I just drew this out, right? You guys all drew it with me. That's why I need you guys to write it, because when you guys keep it for later and you try to understand it on your own, it makes no sense. This
Good thing you're
right
recording
here makes no sense if we were to come back on Monday and I pulled it out and I said, hey guys, remember this? Can you guys tell me which one matches? If
Well,
I
it's
take
a
the
good thing
color-
you're recording.
If I take the color away? Like, even if I recorded and you guys tried to watch it, it's not as fun as when you guys are at home, you're trying to like pay attention, or when you're in the lunchroom and you're on your own phone. There are other things for you to do. There are other things in your priority list that you're kind of thinking about. Oh, I want to go play that video game. Oh, my mom's going to town, we'll go with her. Okay? There's these little things that keep you from re-understanding. When you guys are in the classroom and you guys are writing it down, that's the best time to know what we're doing, okay? This part over here on the other hand, see how there's no color? And I just wrote it in black all the way across? Look at your notes now. Does this, you guys can see what this means? So which one's helping you guys?
That one. Both.
Probably this one,
Oh, that one.
because it's not as complicated as this, right?
Oh, yeah.
But this like helps you guys see it though. And the visual part of math is super hard because I don't have layers. I can't like draw different layers and like draw on top of them and then collapse them. I wish I could do that. That would be super neat if I could do that, but I can't. So I have to draw on a flat surface, just like you guys have a flat paper
Table.
surface. So while we are doing this, taking pictures, taking video, you guys have to be here because we're going to draw this together. And then we're going to talk about it a little bit more. We're going to talk about moving left, moving up and down, but there's other ways to shift it. If you guys look on the example, can you guys see shifting left and right, up and down? There's one more different kind of shift. Do you guys see it?
Upside down.
Yeah,
It's upside down. So we didn't talk about that yet, right? We didn't talk about how it turns upside down because turning upside down uses something besides addition and subtraction. Multiplication. All right? Multiplication
And division.
and division require you guys to understand a little something differently. So you guys all got this part?
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
What about this side? You guys have this side?
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Everybody got a picture?
Oh, no. I don't have a picture. The first good use I have.
I got hired YouTube editor so I can have them edit the video for you
Hey,
guys.
you should have like
Subscribe.
those clips on your
Subscribe.
thing.
Post it to your YouTube channel.
You
Like
guys
and
need me
subscribe.
to speak out or have a microphone?
You should
Well,
just
then
get your own YouTube channel. We could go on YouTube and like look it up, and it'll be all of our class.
Like and subscribe.
We're gonna be famous.
Subscribe, hit that notification button.
No, then you get a Twitter job.
Keep up with my posts.
Make millions.
Million. It's
Thank you, Quid, for sponsoring my
All
video.
the fighters,
Who's gonna be like,
they're gonna all want to do
I
this.
just had a $50 last night. I lost my
I
mind.
even
I
gave
was
you
like, Mom, Mom,
Scary
Mom,
welcome.
Mom,
Hello,
Mommy.
Shakira. This is God. Listen to God. Okay.
Say your police call.
Alright, can you guys, it's a little bit better. I don't know.
Use your
It
credit.
feels like it's too loud now.
No, it's perfectly fine. I talked out
Now I have to like speak a little bit lower because my voice is really like, see, I can't get that. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
it's too
Then turn it down.
I don't want to turn it down. If I turn it down, then you won't listen to me.
Just yell.
I don't know. You guys told me to use it.
Use your
Or the
police
video.
call.
That's the reason why.
But who said you
Hey,
wanted
but
to
now I
do
can
this?
talk to you guys looking away from you. How neat is that?
It's very neat, Mr.
Heavily
Leon.
breathe into the mic.
You guys are gonna hear my heavy breathing from my brain. Okay, so we're still using transformations, but this time instead of addition and subtraction, we are gonna shift it. It's not really a shift, but we're gonna shift using multiplication. I'm going to use this symbol for multiplication. And I don't really like using this symbol for division because when you guys do your work, the symbol's not like there. Instead, you use a fraction. So I'll try to use a fraction instead.
That'll make sense, sir.
Okay? But you guys will see it. That symbol is just like the division symbol. Your division is more likely going to be represented with a fraction instead of that symbol.
The dash?
There's like a bunch of different ones. There's also this one and then the slash. There's all different ways, but and then the multiplication. Some of you guys are writing it like this with an X, which is dangerous because that looks like a variable X. But there's another way to do it, and that's with the dot. So I don't know. The multiplication and division symbols are weird. So for shifting using this, instead of moving it around, what it does is the first one, let's go with the first one. The first one makes it more narrow. Okay? More narrow means that we take the function and we multiply outside by some number. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I'm going to draw my graph again. And you guys don't have to copy this one, like I said. But it can be useful if you draw it out yourself. Try to give it color. Gosh, you pass it around.
Did you know they have that strap that goes around right here? Really? Yeah, Stefan used it.
Okay, so the original looks like this.
Oh yeah. No sunshine.
When we use, let's say we're multiplying by a factor of 3 times this. If we multiply it by 3, that means we start at 0 because 0 times 3 is still 0. So we still start at the beginning. We don't shift it up or down. What we're going to do is we're going to take the V and we're going to make it more narrow. Okay? So if we go to 1, instead of getting the value of 1, we go 1, 2, 3. And it makes the V more narrow. So it doesn't really move it up and down, or it doesn't turn it upside down either. If you multiply by like a bigger number, it just makes it narrow.
So, like, instead of going by 1 and 1, you go 1 by 3.
Yeah, because if we have the value of x is 1, the distance from 0 is still 1, but times 3, it's 3, so it goes way up there. Now, if we go with a division, I'm going to do this f of x divided by, and then whoops, put that right down, what it is.
Does it make
In this
more-
case, it makes it more wide. So if we divide our original function by a number, it'll make our function more wide. So if we go f of x equals absolute value of x divided by 2. If we were to draw this, if we get to 1, it would be half, and then 2 would be 1. And it makes the V more wide. Yeah?
Does the position matter? 2 divided by x or x divided by 2?
Yes, the position matters. The function should be on the top because you're dividing by. So division, that's why I say those 3 are dangerous, because the position matters. You should always be dividing by the number. The number should be at the denominator side. The divisor. Like that. Yes. Oh my gosh, Jack.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Now I can go back to yelling at you guys. That makes me feel better, you know?
Oh,
Now we
geez.
can get ready for
You're
my
yelling
kids.
at us?
Yeah.
It's
I
a super
speak a little bit louder, and I can just yell at you.
lecture,
Yeah.
like Mr. Price.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Who?
Price.
Mr. Price. I don't know.
Okay, so we did talk about multiplication of a number, but we still haven't figured out how we flip upside down. So when we look at this, we are not just multiplying by any number. In this case, we also add the little thing that is positive number.
Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong one.
When we want to flip it upside down, we can make it more narrow if we wanted to. But because we're looking at a negative number now, it can also turn upside down. So if we were to take the same situation where we multiply by a negative number or divide by a negative number, it still makes it more narrow or more wide, but it turns it upside down. So it's still the same thing, but because it's negative, all you're doing is making narrow, but now you're turning it upside down.
So is this where negative and positive really come in?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you said it's dangerous?
Yes, very dangerous.
You should talk to Mr. Rutledge.
Why?
Where'd he go?
Give him a piece of your mind.
See, the problem with math teachers is we're all trained to think like mathematicians, and we think that high schoolers should be taught the same way. But you guys think of math in a completely different way than we do.
Yeah, 'cause I hate it.
We think of math in like this. This is how we think of math, kind of. We think of it without numbers.
Just think about it.
But in order to help you guys understand it, in order for you guys to see it, you know, we have these books that kind of like throw you into it and you try to figure it out. But at the same time, we try to show you all these diagrams that kind of like mesh everything together. We try to do everything all at once. It's super dangerous because one, they didn't correct your definition. And two, you guys aren't using this for like logic or complex math. You guys are just using it for a computation. So,
Excuse you.
let's check this. Which one of these graphs, the uppercase letters, matches with the lowercase
Oh,
a?
crap.
If you guys can't see it, you guys have it in your book right in front of you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Which one of the uppercase graphs matches to the lowercase a?
Hey. I'm just kidding. I was kidding. Dx equals negative absolute value. Oh no, it's subtract 2. So it moves. Okay, now it's negative. To the right. For 20 minutes. He's kidding. dum. It's dum dum. Dum dum. It's dum dum.
Don't say the answer just yet. So you guys like suckers?
Yes.
No. So I don't need to hand them out then, right?
I like pussy bars.
Okay, first, I'm gonna give everybody a lowercase letter. So, you guys get A, you guys get B, you guys get C, D, E, F. Got it? That's your lowercase letter. Find your uppercase letter. Okay?
So it has to move
Find
right.
your uppercase letter.
So it's absolute.
But it has to be a negative
You
two.
guys are
Could
gonna
it be
work
A?
together.
Oh, this one's ours.
And
Yeah.
if you guys get it right, then I'll give you guys your stuff.
A? I think it's A. Because it moves right, and then it's the -2 is the starting point. But are you doing D? We're doing D, yeah, -2. X minus 2. Look, X minus negative is right, it's moving right. So A is D.
We don't got it.
D.
You guys
Yeah.
got it?
Still working.
Still working. You guys.
So we know it's not.
No, we're doing D. Yeah, we're doing D. But look, could it be up and down though? Because look, it's outside the thing. So it could be moving down.
You got it? You guys
I think it's F.
Come over here first. Ladies first.
I think
I know. And then you actually look at it.
What do you think, guys? You think it's D?
Wait, which one are you looking for? Which one are we doing? What?
A, B, C, D, E, F.
B is D, so these are the out.
Wait, what are we doing?
Okay, F in the book.
We think it's F for ours.
You guys are
Oh,
on this
never mind.
one?
I'm gonna take that back. Until everyone else answers, and so we'll see what's left and just choose that. Just kidding.
Right, Rex? Okay, Alan? Is that what you guys got?
No, it's
Okay, C.
timesing, so it's gonna be.
Ramus, Matthew, what do you guys think?
So it could be right down. Right down.
D.
But it's
You
either
guys
F.
think yours is D? Okay.
Wait, no, we're still thinking.
Don't correct him. Whatever, everybody's
It
table,
has to
write
be
down your
right.
answers.
It has to be F. I know it's moving right, but then it's
Yeah.
moving down because the -2 is on the outside of the absolute value sign.
It is F. It is F.
Yeah, it's F. It's F. Oh,
D is F.
we got F. We got F.
You guys got that?
It's a positive and okay.
Oh, well,
You guys good?
Yeah.
It has to be F.
Me and my mom want to get matching shoes for my niece.
You guys chose what?
Her dad always got a Jordan. But we need to put our shoes
Oh,
on.
so you guys got one?
And we always choose A too. No, we always choose A.
Way in the back.
Nobody chose E yet.
It's cold.
No. Did not choose that B.
Right
There's a B
hey.
here.
I still have my big still.
Still?
Yeah.
Everybody good? Anybody need change? Is everybody fine with their answer for their team?
There's nobody chose A, E.
I know, none, I guess E doesn't match with anybody's. Well, is that it?
I'm scared here.
Nobody. Rip in peace. Rip in peace, boy.
Okay.
Rip in peace.
So, I'm gonna tell you guys the answers, but I'm gonna let you guys try to guess who's wrong and who's right first.
You guys are all wrong.
Are we?
It's
So, across here, I'm gonna go group A, B, C, D. Oh, we're voting. So, who thinks A is right? So this one.
I was gonna look at the other ones.
Who, B. Do you guys think A is right? That the graph or the function for A is B.
Picture of this.
You guys agree with this or no?
I know.
You don't know? We'll put a question right there then. C, do you guys agree with their
Yes,
choice?
we agree with
Yes.
that. Yes, put a check mark. Yeah.
D, do you guys agree with their answer?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys agree?
I don't even know. I want to say look at
E, do you guys agree with the answer?
I don't know.
You don't know, okay.
C is wrong, man.
F, do you guys agree with the first group's answer?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
That's all
So
right.
next group, A, do you guys agree with their answer? Yes, you think so? C, you guys agree with the second group's answer? You guys don't? What do you guys think it is then?
I'm thinking so hard.
Alright, so you guys think about it, I'll come back to you guys, don't think to get the answer. G, do you guys agree? Which one is it?
Don't know.
You guys don't know? You guys better give me an answer for that one. E, what do you think? You
How
guys
come they
agree?
didn't give you an answer? B didn't. Oh, never mind.
No.
No? What's the answer then?
I choose C.
You choose C, you think? Okay. F, do you guys agree
On B?
on lowercase b? The answer is A.
I think it's B. I think
No? What is it?
Yeah,
That's what they said.
I think we think it's B.
You guys think it's B?
Wait, we're still
I think it's
doing
C.
it.
You guys think it's C? Oh, two. You got a lot of people disagreeing with you, but A agrees with you, so that's kind of nice.
C got E.
This is a.
Well, C's thinking we'll go over their answers. Group 1, do you guys agree with group 3? Lowercase c is uppercase B? No? What do you guys think it is? You guys can look at it. B, you guys agree with the third group's answer?
Yeah.
You guys are thinking about it?
Yeah, we'll
Right
go
there. D, you guys agree? Okay.
Of course it was.
E, do you guys agree? Looking at lowercase b, uppercase B is the answer. You guys gonna think about it? Wait, what was their answer? The answer is E. I don't know. You don't know. Put a question mark there.
I hope we can talk
F, what do you guys think?
Jim?
Because Mom said we have food Fridays.
Really? What?
You guys think that the answer is E?
For who?
We don't have health.
C for
Lowercase c.
We don't have
Alright,
health.
let's go to D, E, and C.
This is too young. Can we change our answer?
Which one?
C, can we change it?
This one?
Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
You guys want to change your answer?
Yes, change our answer.
No, you guys already gave me your answer.
But we're guessing
He
too.
said you can't change. I think he
Look
did.
at it in a second.
Good.
Alright.
Fine, if we get it
Group
right.
D. Who agrees with group D? Anybody?
No.
I don't agree.
Oh,
at all.
Nobody?
I disagree with them.
Nobody agrees.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Nothing.
A, B, C.
I don't know.
Anybody? No? You
No.
don't know? We'll put I don't know here.
No. Everybody hating on D.
C,
I know.
C disagrees, but they think they have another answer. Rex, guys? Anybody?
But we guys,
You
we
don't
gave
know?
you an agreement.
No, you don't know,
No.
right? What about F?
Okay.
You guys agree with group D?
Is that F?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
They agreed with yours.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you guys got one agreement there.
Yay.
Alright, now we're looking at
Thank you,
group
Dom.
Because he's right.
Really? Dom agreed with us.
B. This
Has to
one?
be right.
Question.
No, it's right.
Okay. Now we're on lowercase e. Anybody agree with lowercase e?
E is
I
right.
don't know. You guys don't know? Hey, girl. You don't know it's an option, so.
Plus, plus has to move
What do you guys
forward,
think?
right?
You don't know either?
So it's gonna move right, and then they're multiplying.
Anybody else?
It's going up. No, narrow.
You guys disagree? You guys have different answers?
So yeah.
You guys wanna try to figure it out?
Hold on.
Probably, I'm gonna.
What's the letter? D.
D or B? Which one? B. You guys didn't agree with Taylor. I would put B. C. Do you guys agree with this answer? No idea? That's fine.
Just tell us the answer.
D. You guys don't know either?
I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. I think this one's like the big question.
We agree.
Finally, F.
I have no idea about
We agree.
they're just-
You guys agree?
They're moving left. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
I agree.
You
I agree.
guys agree?
I agree.
Agreed.
I don't know. What are you gonna say?
Who else agrees? You guys agree?
No, wait a second.
I got it.
I don't know, we don't know.
You guys say you agree, don't you?
Yes, we agree.
We have no idea.
Oh, wait. That's you guys. Turn it out.
Well, you
Did you say red?
They have.
I said red.
Something smells good. I know.
It's me.
No, not that.
What do you guys think? Last one. Don't know? You don't know?
It's like Hawaii.
Is it time to go?
Group C?
We don't know.
You don't know. So you have to say you don't know.
So can we change our answer now?
Get out.
With A, we don't agree with, but with us, we
What
don't
if the
agree
class
with
is all waiting outside with Steve's all waiting for us?
You guys get out at 10:40.
Oh, okay, good.
We still got time to debate.
We still got
Okay.
30 minutes.
Who wanted to change?
Us.
What do you guys want to change?
That's not fair.
I need to go to the restroom again.
Chauncey got a big bladder.
It's green, so we're right.
So we disagree with A.
Yes.
So you guys disagree with A though.
Yes.
Here? You guys have a different answer?
No, we don't know.
Disagree. Disagree.
But we disagree.
No, we put an X. Put an X.
X.
Line
They
X.
already made it.
Jonathan,
No,
we're
we're
saying
saying
X.
Not X.
This is confusing.
What X? Yeah.
Alright. For the letter lowercase a, we have a negative being multiplied to the outside, so that must mean it's one of the ones that are upside down, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we subtract inside the function, so we're moving left or right? We're moving right, so we're looking for an upside down function that moves right. So then the answer is D.
We got it right.
We all disagree. I know. We disagree. Alex, we were.
And you guys agree
So
with
what is
them?
our
Is
answer?
the restroom again? I got it.
Yeah, you guys.
I like bubble gum. Freaking.
I don't like cream soda.
Here. Oh.
And then you said, I said, I don't
Alright. Lowercase b. We look at lowercase b, it should be upright. That means it's not upside down. Then we move to the right 2,
We disagreed.
and then we move up 2. So we're looking at something.
C.
So then
Oh,
this
C.
one should actually be
C.
C.
E and F got it right.
So, E, you gotta get the other one, man. Good job. No! Hey, you gotta get that, man. You make up your mind.
No, never C.
like I asked you, I asked you to quickly tell your answer.
No, you guys already changed it. What is it then?
B.
D? Yes. Now you guys. Isn't that where you guys started? I think you started with the D. C.
What'd you mean the
We are
I
looking
done before?
for a function that's upside down.
I don't know what I agree with anymore.
Then we need to move it to the left 2, And then we need to move it down
Wait,
two.
when you go, one
So the
dollar.
answer here would be E.
What?
I'm sure I might put that there.
I said E, not D.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
Susuyama was a
You
E.
know what?
Hey, you guys are killing it. 3 for 3. Man, after putting you guys to shame.
And they're all boys too.
We didn't say B, we said E. We said B.
I knew that's what I showed.
I just said there's a
See, you guys are still arguing about it. So I know you guys don't know. So P, lowercase
I hope
p.
it's that.
We have a function
You might want to do
that stays upright, moves to the right 2,
Bag ready.
and
You have a bag ready
down.
for us.
Oh, we voted.
Wait,
Oh my God!
We were gonna
Finally. Nobody agreed with us too. Only Ed.
Good job, man. You guys are destroying.
Oh, you didn't give me one. Who's just doing mama? You didn't give me one. There's nothing in here.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Say favorite. Watermelon.
I don't know how funny you are, Mr.
You probably have a lollipop in there that has no wrapper.
I'll take that one.
See, I tried to put the 7 and 8 thing, but they're not as fun as you. Alright, lowercase e. I don't care if they know. Lowercase e.
Wait.
Oh my gosh, it's over. Now we're going over your head.
Do we agree?
Yes,
we agree, sir.
we agree.
Must be wrong.
We agree to.
I'm not changing it.
We agree with that.
It should be upright. It should be a little bit more narrow. And it should move to the right 2. So this would be
A.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I just said gay for them.
A. 5 for 5.
Mr. Suyama? Mr. Suyama? Can we change our answer?
No.
And we told you we agreed with that. You heard us. You heard us.
Then the last one has to be B then, because there's no other answers left.
And the last one should be B. Because
Yeah.
Woo! We got it right.
We agreed.
So B should be an
Dom's the
upside
only
down.
group that agreed with us. We're the only group that agreed with him.
That B should be upside down. It should move to the left 2 and to the up 2. Into the top.
Yeah.
See?
Woo!
Fire.
We got that right.
I'll buy you treats.
Hey, can I go to the restroom? All this laughing just making me forget about the other. She dribbled.
Alright, we're moving to your Chromebooks now. Finish up the work.
Let's do another game.
I don't know.
Let's play another game. This time we'll win the whole bag.
Let's play the Be Quiet game. Yeah, come on, be quiet.
I'll win.
See, you already lost. I told you to be quiet. Okay, now. See, you took your bag, so it's over already. Hold on, I'll come get him. Or if you guys want, they go on the top shelf over there. What time is it?
That's the wrong time.
The clock's off.
22.
Kidding. No.
It was off yesterday.
So you guys can grab your Chromebooks and start working on the work that you still have due.
Jeez.